Oh my goodness, boys and girls, let's go. You know what? I don't even want to let the countdown go the whole way this time. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports. I had it playing in both ears there. Breaking news. Hey, real quick, cut the music. Full disclosure. Okay, full disclosure. All right. We're vibing. All right. We're having a good day. We're having a good day. Big time stuff. Co-offensive coordinator just been promoted. Russ Callaway. We're going to talk all about it. Second disclosure. Check out the lid. Check out the lid, boys. Huh? Come on. Tap in. Tap in, Cam. Tap in, bro. What's up? What's up, boys? You know what I'm saying? Hey, for the boys, okay? Big time stuff here today. We get ourselves a new strength and conditioning person, okay? Love that hire. Everybody's fired up. I'm fired up. I'm jazzed up. Now, we're going to talk about Russ Callaway here in a minute. I'm about to pull a few clips from Zach Goodall. You know Zach. We love Zach. Zach's my guy. I'm all over the place. I'm jazzed up right now. Incredible article. What I noticed off the dome really quick, and this is something that we've kind of talked about before, is On3 released an article, seemed a little bit behind the eight ball. Keith Napier, 3 sentences, right? And this isn't a shot towards On3, but we've been talking about, we've heard about the keeping things kind of close and tight-knit and not knowing what's going on. Zach Goodall's got a paragraph. It was almost as if they knew it was coming. They're a little more prepared. He's got a full-blown thing written up. Now, he could have just been overly prepared, but feels like 247 starting to break the news more. And I don't know what the reason being is, but again, we felt like things were kind of flooding. I'm just outside perspective. I got nothing against On3. Love the guys at Nick Del Toro. Those guys do a great job. I'm just, again, we've heard about these things happening, and now we're kind of seeing this thing unfold a little bit. Anyhow, just interesting thoughts. Russ Callaway, though, is promoted to co-offensive coordinator. You're going to have your haters. I'm not even going to read the comment section because people are calling it lazy and getting rowdy about it already. Here's what I love about it. If you go out there, look, we're going to argue till we're blue in the face. We had the 45th ranked offense. A lot of things credited to that. I think offensive line had a factor to that. You had a new quarterback into the system that played a factor into that. But ultimately, didn't feel like it was horrible. I don't feel like the play calling was that atrocious. At times, it had question marks. However, I think the biggest thing we can all agree on is it felt that Billy had too many hats, trying to wear too many hats. He addressed it cold-heartedly on the defense, and I was kind of okay with it. I said, look, I think he's already taken a lot off his plate just of what he's done on the defense side of things. Now he's addressing it even more. This, to me, again, it's a big ego check. It's not a full handoff. It's not a full letting things go, and I understand that, but it's a step, and it's a big step, in my opinion, to pass over the duties to Russ Callaway. Now, you allow Russ Callaway to sling the ball. We're going to learn about Russ Callaway here in just a minute. Things that I didn't know until Zach Goodall's article dropped that got me all jazzed up, because Russ Callaway, for those of you that don't recall or don't remember, was just promoted to tight end coach last year this time when we lost Ziegler, I believe, or Pegler, I believe, to the NFL. Russ got promoted internally, an internal promotion, and we were kind of like, all right, great. And we saw what that did. I mean, Amir Jackson, the tight end room, had some progress last year. We'll see what's going to happen this year. But big time move. Now, with all the moves, another thought that I was thinking of, again, this just broke about 30 minutes ago, and I'm drinking, so bear with me. With all the moves that are happening, you see all these guys getting plucked going to the NFL. Maybe Russ got a call. And Billy was kind of like, you know what? Let's make the move. Maybe he didn't plan on doing it, but he's like, look, I don't want to lose you. Let's get you an upgrade. Let's get you some more extra cheddar in your pocket. Let's see what you can do. Is he going to take over full play calling? That hasn't been opened up yet. But if he can take even just a little bit off of Billy, if he can have some influence, which there was times last year where, the offense kind of looked like it's kind of like let a lid off, and we were wondering what changed, what happened, and there was murmurs that Russ had maybe stepped in or took over a little bit, right? So I love this hire. Reading the article here by our boy Zach Goodall, love this guy to death, BT Dubs. Messaged him today because I misread one of his tweets. Wrote me back instantly. The guy's impeccable. Anyways, links in the description if you want to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read you a little clip here about Russ Callaway. And again, things that I didn't know. So he was the offensive coordinator at Stanford, who we play the second week of the season. He's 36 years old, has 4 years of play calling experience from his 5-season stint with Stanford, where he served as coordinator from 2016 to 2019. The Bulldogs offense reached great heights under his tutelage, ranking top 5 among FCS programs in passing offense for 3 consecutive years, averaging between 333 and 392 yards through the air per game from 2016 to 2018. Callaway's starting quarterback during that stretch was Delvin Hodges, went on to play Pittsburgh Steelers in the NFL. Stanford was held to under 20 points in a contest in only 6 of Callaway's 47 games as its play callers. 2 of those occasions were against ranked squads, one being number 13 Georgia in 2017 that scored 14 points, and then number 15 in 2019 Auburn, they scored 0 points. So he's also been to the NFL. He's also coached at Alabama. He has a ton of background before just coming into this, because it seems like, man, this guy he's just getting promoted. It's Billy just promote one of his guys. This is not a guy that just came in and he's running the ranks, but also has a lot of experience and took a step back in the sense to come to coach under Billy. Because think about it, guy was running an offense at a smaller school, but before he was a tight end coach last year, I want to say he was some kind of assistant. So now he's going to be an on-field coach. I love this. Next question is, who's going to be our tight end coach? A lot of question marks, right? Tight end coach is now missing. We have to replace an assistant defensive line coach. All things to think about, but we'll see. Also being a tight end coach, will that appeal to tight ends? Will we see that offense be more, looking at tight ends? I don't know. These are all questions that we're not going to know, but I love this hire. I think, again, the other big factor is of promoting within. A lot of people obviously looking from the outside, wanting that splash hire, wanting that big name, wanting the Liberty's offensive coordinator, wanting the go offensive coordinator, and Brandon Marion, I believe, from, I can't remember what school at the moment. A lot of people wanted that, and I understand that, but I think you have to keep in mind that when your back's against the wall, your heat's against the fire, you've got to try to keep it as close to the chest as possible. And you go out there and you go find somebody else who's going to come in and just completely revamp a system. You really don't want that. Mertz and the guys have got things dialed in. You got the offensive line bought into the system. You got the wide receivers, the quarterbacks, the tight ends starting to understand stuff. It's not a good idea, in my opinion, when your back's against the wall, to completely flip that thing again when it wasn't the weakest part of the team. The defense easily was the weakest part of the team, and the offensive line was probably the weakest, then the defense. Obviously, people are going to start yelling about Rob Sale and all these things. We're not gonna get into any of that today. But the offense and what I've been standing my ground on wasn't that atrocious. Whether you agree with that or not, whatever. It is what it is. I can't tell you how to think. But we'll see. Sanford, was he the guy responsible for the 50-70 game back with Mullen? These are great questions. Can somebody do a quick check? Yep, that's him. Hey. You guys remember that Stanford game that went down to the wire there? Very interesting. So look, I love it. I'm ecstatic about it. Obviously, I mean, it's rare that I'm upset about anything with the team. So, I mean, we'll see how it is. But I think it's a great move. I think it's the smartest move that you can do in the situation that you're currently in. I think it speaks volumes to, again, what we as fans have criticized, in the sense that his ego, he won't make any changes, he's stubborn, blah, 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 blah. Complete overhaul here, boys and girls. Complete overhaul. And it feels like every time he takes a punch, losing Fitz, makes a move, upgrades Tyler Miles, who's loved by the players, then goes out and gets a expert. I'm talking an expert in Jesse Ackerman, the guy we hired today, just kind of supporting, hey, young staff, no big deal. Think you're great, Tyler, but let's go ahead and get a guy that's been doing this for a very long time that has just a dog mentality in him. Let's add that to the mix. Cool? Yeah. Ron Roberts, hey, you're great at this. Austin's that kid. I love him to death. Needs a little TLC though. I think you got what it takes to come in and bring your wisdom, to be a little bit of a overlook and overshadow the situation here. He's making big time moves to continue this forward. Obviously, a lot of people are kind of saying that he was trying to cash out, make a quick buck and write off. These moves, to me, in my opinion, are none of those things there. I lost my guy there. So I love it. He's worked with Saban, Coach O, and NFL experience. He checks the box. He really does. Again, it doesn't fit the splash hire. It feels like again, somebody commented early on, it's a lazy hire. It's not a lazy hire. You got to understand what's coming into this, okay? Is it the offensive coordinator from Liberty? No, it's not that, but an offensive coordinator at Liberty would be taking a step up, going from an FCS school to Florida. That's still a promotion. That's a big-time move. That's a big-time change. Bigger defenses. At least Russ has been involved. He's seen it. He's seen this defense. He's seen an SEC defense. In a way, he's got that experience, and I have a good feeling he probably called plays last year more than what we were aware of. So if anybody, look, we've been talking about this for time and time again. I think a lot of us that have been following this along, watching this, understanding what this promotion means, I think it's a great hire. Let's see, got 300 people strong in here. Hey, cheers, boys, to a wonderful Saturday night. Great day. I mean, we didn't think it was going to be busy, but here we are. Also, I showed it early, but I might be, if you guys dig the caps here, I love this thing. I got it. I worked on this for this past week, and hey, we're dialed in here. You know, we're feeling juicy here at the cribbo. So I'm loving it. I'm on the Russ bus. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm ready to start telling lies. 5+. Hey, you know, I was born ready to tell lies. You know what I mean? The news today with just Jesse Ackerman had me write my fib novel, but now with this hire, hey. Hey, you know what I mean? Soder says, everybody drinking yet? I mean, we have to be now at this point. Phasma says, effing fire. I love it. Haters gonna hate. Some fans will not give Billy Napier credit for anything. And that's kind of what I feel like, right? Like, it's like this guy has made all the moves that you would hope for. Is it gonna be the exact thing that you thought it would be? No, that's just the way of the game. But he has addressed, in my opinion, everything that we have been frustrated about, everything that we have beaten on the drum. Did he go about it the way that we thought he should? Maybe not for some of us, and that's okay. But we had some issues on the defensive line. We've talked about it on Champs Corner every single Monday. We had our concerns. We had our question marks. The scheme was there, which is credit to Arson Armstrong. But there were some question marks on the development on the D-line. We make changes there. Secondary, there's a lot of head scratchers. There. It felt like it was, you know, at times things were confusing. We saw some progress at the end there with Jason Marshall, but the rest of the guys didn't make it happen. Those guys are now gone, as long as secondary coach. Changes are happening. We had question marks on the strength and conditioning coach. People were, you know, scratching heads. We didn't think anything would happen. We make a change. We get punched in the gut. He then pivots and doubles down and then resubmits. Hey, here's how I'm going to back up this decision even more. He's throwing everything he's got. I do. Hey, third disclosure. We're in our third disclosure here for the show. I mentioned earlier that I ran across Mark Hockey at dinner last night. A little upset he didn't give me a heads up. You know what I mean? Just a little, he could have just, didn't need full any information, just like, hey, be ready. You know what I mean? He could have just gave, you know, I could have had a thumbnail ready, could have maybe put some thoughts together, would have known not to maybe, I don't know, indulge too much before the show, so I was prepared. It's a little, thought we were boys, Mark. You know what I'm saying? Thought we were tight. But Q352, host of Deep in the Swamp, great hire. Hey, shout out to Q352. Had me on their show about a week ago, I believe. Q, if it's posted, I would love to share it, man. I haven't seen it, but phenomenal podcast, phenomenal interview. They did a phenomenal job. It was a blast talking to him, and they also said I was invited to the barbecue. So W all around, boys. You know what I mean? W all around. Hey, it's been a good day. Obviously, we got the new strength and conditioning coach, offensive coordinator, and my boy Kyle Busch won the truck race. Not that anybody cares about that, but I do. So that excites me. John Wall, Sheldon is right. If you completely flip both sides of the ball and your seat is getting warm, it's a lot more pressure on the fact that I, at 9:18, I don't know what that last sentence is. Liberty is not FCS. FBS? They're not, they're not Power 5. So, let's see here. All organic, non-alcoholic. Absolutely, Dave. Absolutely. It's up, my brother. Had an amazing time. Please, can you tweet me the link so I can share it? I would love to see it, man. Love to see it. Love to share it, too. Let's see here. This isn't a hire. It's simply promotion. Sorry, Eric. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. I mean, it's the same thing, right? If you promote somebody, you're hiring them too for the position, no? Come on. I mean, Eric, that seems a little much. Seems a little much. Thanks, Q. All right. Somebody being passive aggressive. The play calling was atrocious. Rush. Oops. Let's see here. Rush should have been the offensive coordinator. Napier isn't good at it. The moves Napier made doesn't seem SEC worthy. And look, that's fair, Weapon. If you feel the moves aren't good enough, that is an argument you can have. You can't say he's being lazy because he is making moves. We'll find out pretty quickly if the moves are SEC worthy or have any quality to it. And in no time, but let's see. Florida's going into greatness. We upset Ole Miss. You heard it here first. Mitchell's all dialed in. I love it. Q Lee, here we go. I don't want to read this comment. Let me clean my eyes off here before I read this. Let's see. I like the HIRES last promotions. That's all we needed to hear. I think the show's over. Q Lee, the most hypocritical, pessimistic, loving, just one of my favorite Gator fans of all time. He keeps 100. Him and I, oil and water when it comes to the support of this program in the sense of Billy Napier. As a whole, right, as the orange and blue, diehards. But as the progress up here, Q Lee and I, oil and water. So when we can come eye to eye, that tells you something, boys, okay? That means that things are going in the right direction. If Billy's got Q Lee and I right here, hey, I'm just saying there's going to be a lot of call-in shows with Q Lee, no shirt, and his Florida Gator scarf, which means it's been a good day. And that, for me, is all I ask. It's all I ask at the end of the day, is for a half-naked Q Lee rocking a sweater vest. You know what I mean? Or his thing. You know what I mean? Like, what more could you possibly ask for? Nothing. Haters gonna hate. I love it, James. I love it. Look at Phasma. Everyone's turning it around. I love it. Hey, we're turning the pitchforks back, guys, boys. I love it. Look, I was doom and gloom, but hopeful now. I won't even be mad if we went 7-5 with this schedule. Go Gators. Okay. The guys complain about everything. A bunch of armchair coaches. I mean, that is what it is. The strength and conditioning coach. I love it. Look at Q Lee. I love it. I like it. Q's getting a little warm in the heart. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. I love it. LFGM says doesn't change anything. Billy's still making the calls. Good for moral of his coaching staff. All right. Well, I'll take it. I think this is rich. CTNS Gator says $5. Hey, how about the injunction for NIL enforcement in Virginia and Tennessee? NCAA going to look like Blockbuster and Circuit City soon. Look, I think that was going to happen when the Big Ten and the SEC came together. But yeah, when you allow Tennessee and Virginia to take you to the cleaners in court very quickly, it's not a good look. Not a good look. Still need to win, but love this effort. Absolutely. Look, John Dooley. I mean, 100%. You got to win. It's February. So we're going to get W's when we can. And that, to me, in my opinion, this is a W off the field. But you got to win ultimately at the end of the day. That's all that matters. Justin Bridges, Florida by $1 trillion. I like that better than $1 million. We skipped $1 billion, but I'm down with it. Chi-Town. What's up, Chi-Town? Oh, man, here we go. So, what do you want? What do you want to see for spring ball? I would love to see a little bit of, I'm going to be there. I would love to see a little bit of DJ Lagway. That's going to be a big one. I want to see, which we saw it last spring game, but the defense just explosive. I want to see what the D-line's doing. I want to see the linebackers. I'm excited to see how that play is. And excited to see, I don't think they're going to show it too much, but obviously now a little bit of play calling. But I don't think we're going to get much on the offense, to be honest with you. I want to see how aggressive the defense is, and the cornerback play is going to be very fun to watch, and safety. The entire defense, in my opinion, is going to be all eyes and then DJ Lagway. The rest of it, I think offensively, it's going to be kept under wraps, 100%. Pause. What did I say? Oh, what did I say? Probably the naked Q League. I'm a little behind. Good. Hey, what's up, Cam? Good to see you, Bubba. Q must be really high. I love it. Or he's drinking a little old-fashioned. He quit commenting. What happened to him? He's cheesing out for sure. Q Lee rocking a Gators nipple pin. Ed DePriest with a clutch comment. I love it. You guys are incredible. I love this stream. You know what's exciting too? Because we can all come together, a little kumbaya finally. I feel like it's been a battle, right? It's been a civil war with the Gator fans. We're getting some W's. I'm not high. I don't smoke, but I drink. I'm supposed to be, but I can't love hoes. I'm addicted to car claw. What the fuck, you? You're killing me, dude. Oh boy. Naked Keely. All right. Chi Town says 6 months away till we drain the swamp. All right. Chai, not now. Read the room. All right, here we go. Brandon Curry. Sean, I'm interested to see if we can get some big plays, which we lacked last year. And so, I mean, speaking to what we were just reading about Callaway and what he did at Sanford, I mean, I think hopefully he brings that to the bag a little bit. So we'll see how that happens. Is there any news of the investigation on the UF? One of the guys that was involved got fired. I think it's gonna fly away. I think it's gonna just get brushed, especially what just happened with this NCAA and things. I don't see much more of it. Honestly, the news broke at a very awkward and weird time. I think it didn't need to be broke. It was just almost like people were bored the way that it was broke. He's not training nothing but these nuts. The chat never seems to fail with Cam Bishop. Smash the like button, boys and girls. Cheers. Okay. I'm glad I was able to hop on. I'm glad we were able to do this. Look at the glass. It's a classic from Gramps. This thing goes back to like the 80s, maybe 70s. It says Gator Country on with Old Gator. You can't beat that. This is like a prized possession right here. Nobody uses it but me. You know what's cool about this? Because as a kid, like you would see old stuff like this, and you weren't allowed to touch it or use it because of its value. Its value of its pricelessness. And now that's where I'm at. I don't know if it's a cool thing or a good thing, or I'm just old. I mean, I'm not that old, but there's nobody in here except my son. He can't drink out of it anyways. But like, even my friends come over, I'm like, I don't trust anybody to touch it. That's where I'm at with it. Like, you're not using it. It's one of one. I don't know where I was going with that. I think the point of it was like, hey, I'm getting old where now I appreciate a good quality glass. That's all. That's all I have to say about that. All right. How do you expect special teams to go with no on-field coordinator? Is that guy we just hired? We got so many new guys. I gotta learn all their names again. Ooh, Nathan, do you like our chances with Ryan Montgomery or Antoine Hill better? That's a great question. Antoine Hill I like a lot because I know he's visited. He said a lot of great things. I think us getting Peyton Joseph plays a huge factor into that. But I know Ryan Montgomery, I've seen that he's visited. He said a lot of great things as well too. I like the connection we have with Antoine Hill right now. But I know Antoine Hill was originally committed to Colorado. He's highly on North Carolina right now, according to On3's percentage points. But I don't know. I like Antoine Hill simply with Peyton Joseph. Anything else changes with interviews and visits, we'll know more. But right now, I will see. Stephen Harris is showing you the man. Appreciate you, kid. Appreciate you, boss. Love you, man. So does this mean another line coach is coming? Well, we still haven't replaced that Darnell Stapleton. All we've done is just moved one person over. We moved the tight end coach to this. So I don't think because tight end coach he was on field. Yeah, Russ was on field. So we'll see. If you hit the like button, the score of the Georgia FSU game goes up. Georgia just scored again. These are good points, Muddy. These are good points. Hey, also too, how about Gators basketball? Hey, they're cooking, boys. You know what I mean? It's just a good time right now to be a Gator. Justin, I'm hearing reports Gators are hiring a director of lifting heavy staff. Is that a joke? Fuck with me? West Day, 12 months of membership. Hit the like button, boys. Really helps the channel. Thanks, man. My champagne flutes are priceless. LFGM always got some smart ass shit to say. You know what I mean? All right, here's Q Lee. He's coming back to reality. Please no. Rob Sell already dead weight on the staff. Hockey, couch, and Sell. Hit the like button. Let's see. I like Antoine and Joseph as well. Yeah, that's where my head's at right now. Mike Nix laughed my ass off. I'm laughing my ass off because I have the exact same appreciation for a good glass. Dude, there's something about a good glass. It makes a drink taste better too. Like, you know what I mean? It just, you feel, you got a little bit of a swagger about yourself when you got a good drink and a good glass that within a 500-mile distance, nobody even has that, even further. But 500 miles, what I can comprehend in my head, that's a pretty far away. Nobody has this glass. I'm confident. And I'm pretty sure Gainesville within a 500-mile radius. I would think nobody there has one. Probably does. But I'm gonna stay on the fact that nobody has it. Okay. And yeah, Brandon, what about the Gators gymnastics too? Absolutely, bro. I love it. It's hey, right now, this is our time. Baseball's cruising, basketball's cruising. This is where we win, boys. This is where we win. And we got lacrosse now in the Big 12. Did you see that? Weird. Not sure how to digest that yet. But I don't think we have lacrosse in the SEC, so that's why they're doing that. Now you have to look up Stanford defensive play calling while Callaway was there. You're right, Muddy. Should we do that tomorrow? I'll pound this thing down and I'll go and digest it, see what we're working with. We'll go watch some film, go watch some tape, get the professor on the wake the professor up, get him to work. Gator J says Shelton, Billy isn't a good in-game play caller. Teams catch up on the after the half, catch on after the half. And I've said that multiple times. I think he doesn't do a great job of thinking on his feet. I think, but again, the play calling, the system, I think is there, but I think he doesn't do a great job of adjusting to what's happening in front of him. He has to be in a rhythm. And if he's in his rhythm, then he's good. But yes, he's not great at adjusting to what's being thrown at him. That's more about not necessarily the plays, but yes, the play calling, which hopefully Callaway will help with that. So we'll see. Well, hey, 300 strong. I love it on a Saturday night. I keep this up. You guys won't understand the word that I'm saying because I'll start slurring my words. But good day today. Great day today. And look, we're at the end of February. Thank goodness. I hate February. January, February are my least two favorite months because they're just like, what? We're close to March. The sooner we get to March, the better off I'm going to be. We get longer days, more sunlight. I'm vibing. You know what I mean? I'm just a vibe. And I love that. So have a drink, relax, sit back. Appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Saturday night, hanging out with me. If you guys like the lid, let me know down in the comment section. We might make it, I told you, we might make it worldwide. All right. Right now, this is 101. I love it. It's one of the most, I'm excited. It's the third version of our hats. We've had 1 and 2. They're all sold out. We're headed into number 3. So if you were able to get the first wave, congrats. The second wave, congrats. This might be the third wave, and we'll see who scoops in and is able to be part of that class. So not many people. I wonder how many people have both waves. I don't think anybody does except myself. Thankfully. So love you guys. Be good. Like and subscribe. Till next time. Peace and love, baby.